Good morning. Don Steele, continuing to read from Date Young Women, updated for the 21st century. I'm in the chapter Ethics, chapter 12. Call off the battle of sexes. Young women don't even know there's a war going on. You're entering a world where females are harmless and defenseless. They have thin walls, minor wounds, small combat scars, little animosity toward males, and few manipulative techniques you haven't seen before. Noblesse oblige. In this case, knowledge oblige. Any knowledge can be used for good or evil. You can drive an ambulance or a getaway car. How you use what you know determines your worth as a man. That's man as in human. Conduct yourself ethically. Deserve her trust. Enjoy her. Don't use her. Your relationship with her is one of unequals. This inequality dictates you take responsibility and make certain everything's conducted in an ethical manner. Honesty and fair play on your part is mandatory, no matter what she does. No matter what she does. We'll cover how women fight later. I'm committed to honesty, tactful honesty in my human relationships. I learned that the hard way too. Dishonesty ruins everything and makes any relationship, especially a caring one, a disgusting, hypocritical scam, a waste of time. Relations with the IRS are exceptions. When you get to talk with her, you'll find out ethical answers to inevitable questions. I tell you there, as I tell you here, it is not necessary to lie. It is not honorable to lie. It is not effective to lie about any fucking thing. Don't lie. Why? Well, as a therapist, I'm going to tell you, number one, it knocks your fucking self-esteem into shitter. And when you do it to a young woman, you doubly condemn yourself as being a dick, okay? Don't lie. I don't give a fuck how big her tits are. No lying, just be honest. Not brutal honesty, honest, diplomatic honesty. You court her, you will find out why it's not even necessary or productive to lie. The most important reason is that you have to look at yourself in the eye in the mirror every fucking morning. You want to see a man, as in a human, looking back at you. Besides, honesty works. Nothing else works. You don't have to slap her across the face with, hey, baby, this can't last. I'm way too old to marry you. But you're absolutely honor bound to plant the seeds of thought early on so they have time to sprout into concepts needed to reorient her if she starts wishing it could lead somewhere. I used to wish it could lead somewhere too. Then it occurred to me I was 50 and she was 19. Duh. I married her any fucking way. Talk about stupid. You're looking at the original dumb shit here. Actually, more self-deceived than stupid. Seeds. Remember I told you in earlier chapters to plant seeds that will lead to preventing problems later on down the road. Here are some of the seeds. I was sitting in my kitchen playing backgammon on a nice summer evening. No, I don't have a girlfriend. It gets too complicated. I just like to have fun and enjoy life. I must have said that. Oh, I said it with every young woman I was out with. Because I knew it can't go anywhere. It's just going to be a fun little trip for maybe 6 months, 8 months, maybe a year, maybe 2 years sometimes. With Carl, it was 4 years. Seed number 2, I propose a toast to a grand time for as long as it lasts. Seed number 3, yeah, I've had a couple of affairs. What happened? Oh, you know, times change, people change. I'm going to get another drink. You want one? Seed 4, what happened with Bobby and me? It was great for, 7 months. Then she started acting like I was her boyfriend. We talked and stuff, but you know, times change and people change. Whose turn is it? Did I move that 42? Seed 5, my second wife, young, I guess, changed a lot faster than I did. Ended up wanting to have a baby. What? Sure, we talked about it. Had an agreement. But people change, you know. Seed 6, I have plans Wednesday. Let's go Saturday. Seed 7, I don't like it when anyone comes over here without calling. Please don't do it again. The first time quietly, the second time loudly, with four-letter words. Seat 8. Where was I all weekend? I didn't say anything, I just sat there. What's the matter? Well, it's getting, well, you're acting like I'm your boyfriend. The second time, delete the us and add, I don't think this is working. Since I've tried the impossible 3 times, I don't let myself get too far down the road toward emotional entanglement. You'll learn that the hard way too. There's no other way to learn this, guys, than the hard way. You can read my book, but it won't make an impression until you go out there and try your way. I don't know, I quit trying to help people by saying, just follow the book. They won't follow the book, they'll just do what they want to. And they go, oh, fuck, he was right. What books did I follow? I followed Nathaniel Brennan's books on self-esteem. When I say no, I feel guilty, I absolutely live that one. Between Parent and Child, I follow all the advice in there. Harry Brown's Freedom in an Unfree World. There's lots of books I've read that have changed my behavior because I listened to them before I did what I thought was the right thing to do. All right. An ethical affair with her. A grand symbiosis takes place. She teaches you to enjoy the now. You teach her how the world really works. You don't have to be a teacher. You just say, well, that's the way mechanics are. They always take advantage of women. Or if you don't have money, that's when they take advantage of you. When you buy things on credit, that's what they want. Then you're their slave. She's not your final destination, only a joyous way station on your road to oblivion. You and I are headed for oblivion. She's headed for a happy life. You're not her final destination either. You're only a pleasant way station on her road to marriage, children, and living happily ever after. Share your knowledge of business, people, parents, young men, college, and practical solutions to her life problems. There's a wonderful, mutually rewarding time to be had by both of you as you help her discover the joy of how life really works. Part of what you bring to this party is your ability to show her what she will not find out for 8 more years without you. Okay, let's say she's 20, like Chris. She was 19. And by the time we broke up, she was 23. And she knew more about men, life, college, jobs, everything, just by being around me for 4 years. I was 44 and she was 19 when we met. In return, she shares her optimism, enthusiasm, intensity, silliness, playfulness, responsiveness, and acceptance of you as a human being. There's a wonderfully, mutually rewarding time to be had by both of you as she helps you discover the joy of living again. Part of what she brings to this party is her ability to show you what you will never find without her. Once you're 40, you can wander around and you're going to keep doing the same things you did for the first 40 years. But if you get a young woman, love her, and fall deep in love with her, you're going to change and your life's going to be different forever, much better. Because you're going to learn what it means to be alive, what it means to be here, what it means to be here now. That's where life is, right here, not up here in the head, not what happened yesterday, not what's going to happen tomorrow, right here, right now. That's where life is, and that's where happiness is, right now. Might makes right. Boy, people hate that. They just hate knowing that. I don't know. When I discovered, I said, wow, that's true. Might makes right. What could be wrong with that statement? The strongest, best males get the best females. Always been that way. It is that way. It will always be that way. Stronger, older male, younger, best female has been going on for 65 million years. It goes on openly in all our primate relatives, somewhat openly in the middle class, and blatantly in our highest society. Older, younger will be going on eons after you and I are recycled as worm shit. Virgins are only for boyfriends. Some wit once said, I don't see why malnutrition isn't a virtue when chastity is. A virgin doesn't get the joke. She has values and beliefs from a culture that disappeared with the sexual revolution in the late 60s and early 70s. Her values are from a radically different time from yours, and thus she is incompatible with you at a minimum. She believes with all her heart she has a gift of immeasurable worth and expects something equally valuable in return, like marriage. I have no idea why virginity is so valued around the world. I had my first girlfriend was a virgin, and it took us 2.5 weeks to penetrate that hymen without hurting her. But it was fun, poking around, dicking around, licking around, sticking around. But I would much rather have had someone where we could have just fucked. I was 17 and she was 18. So she was my second older woman. If you count Janet Schreckengoss, she was 15 when I was 14. Virginity indicates a severe religious upbringing or a lack of sensuality or plenty of neurosis, or all three usually. A young woman in this state is someone you must only feel sorry for. Her spirit and mind are distorted. Her values, beliefs, and goals are in direct contradiction with nature. She is ab-fucking-normal, okay? Something's wrong. Something's missing. Her parents are nuts. They taught her this shit. She's 5 years away from being capable of an affair with a man. That's right. 5 years away from being capable of learning and understanding and enjoying an older lover without being scarred and damaged. You are not to help her. She must find her way back to reality without you. She needs a boyfriend, a real boyfriend, not a man, to help her work through this. If you'd even considered deflowering a young woman, may your nuts fall off tonight. Birth control. The year you read this book, 16% of unmarried females under 21 will get knocked up. They know all about contraceptives, but few of the younger ones use any, feeling like they're committing premeditated fornication. As if it's crime to think about it before you do it. It just happened is much better, as you read. Let it happen, don't make it happen. She wants to believe it just happened. She doesn't want to plan and coldly commit fornication ahead of time. Strangely enough, even intelligent ones play Vatican roulette, preferring the rhythm method to blatant responsibility like the pill. You are responsible for not knocking her up. You are responsible for determining if she's on the pill or if she's lying. You are responsible for diplomatically bringing up the subject at an appropriate time, not 3 seconds before penetration. You are responsible to be prepared. Vasectomy, spermicide suppositories, foam, condoms, and the morning after pill, just in case. Go buy a couple, put them in your fucking car. You are responsible for everything. She's a young woman. You're a man. Remember that as you court her. The next chapter, the longest chapter in the book.